Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today's video is on Brotherhood, and it is part of the canon timeline in 22 BBY, which is where we've been for a while now. It's the same year as Queen's Hope, and it is by Mike Chen. There's a little prologue that explains that the Clone Wars are raging. Obi-Wan is on the Council and a Jedi Master. Anakin is a Jedi Knight. Both are finding their path through the war. Chapter 1, Rug Quarnum. So each chapter has a little indication of who we're going to be following for that chapter, although at times it's very obvious because it's the only main character in the chapter, and other times it's kind of redundant because we're kind of following a group of characters. Sometimes it will have a thought from that character, but most of the time it's kind of redundant. But I will still say who the author has put as the essentially narrator of the chapter in case you wanted to follow through and just track one character's journey. So in chapter 1 is Rug Quarnum. Katar Nor and Rug Quarnum are descending in a shuttle to Cato Neimoidia's capital city, Zara. Rug has been reassigned from her previous duties for questioning the Trade Federation. Katar and Rug were sent to the surface to help with recovery efforts after an entire neighborhood was reduced to rubble in an instant. The attacker is still unknown, but the assumption is the Republic. Even though Neimoidia itself is so far neutral, it is the home planet of Nute Gunray and the Trade Federation. Chapter 2, Anakin Skywalker. Palpatine alerted the Jedi of the attack on Cato Neimoidia during a ceremony where Anakin was promoted to Jedi Knight. He mentioned the damage is worse than any attack in Neimoidia's recorded history. Chapter 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Dooku has contacted Palpatine and the Jedi. Dooku wants Palpatine to visit Neimoidia. Obi-Wan said it would be a trap and volunteered to go instead. Obi-Wan observed as Anakin and Padme greeted each other. Through the Force, Obi-Wan could sense Anakin's passion, although neither let much slip visually. Chapter 4, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin and Padme got dinner together in the lower levels of Coruscant to stay inconspicuous. Chapter 5, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan visited Dex at his diner. Dex and Obi-Wan discussed Cato Neimoidia and how Obi-Wan should approach convincing them to receive a Jedi rather than Palpatine. Chapter 6, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin gave Padme a pendant with his Padawan braid inside. After they finished dinner, they took their rental speeder to a quiet area in the lower levels for some privacy. Chapter 7, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan has convinced Aluv Eam, the Minister of Defense for Cato Neimoidia, to accept a Jedi instead of Palpatine. Obi-Wan is unsurprisingly the Jedi heading to Cato Neimoidia. Chapter 8, Mill Alabeth. Mill is a Jedi initiate. She has a strong connection with the Force in terms of empathy for suffering and violence. The events in Cato Neimoidia and Geonosis have made her extremely nauseous. She is determined to cut herself off from the Force. Chapter 9, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan met with Anakin, talking as equals. Obi-Wan mentioned Padme and again noticed an emotional reaction in Anakin through the Force, but chose not to pursue it. Obi-Wan also gave Anakin his mission for the next day, spread some of his wisdom to younglings, and answer all of their questions. Chapter 10, Rug Quarnum. Rug saw Katar shooting at training droids, beating one up in close combat after it had shut down. She went and gave some words to try and help, but also knew that everyone would process the catastrophe differently. Chapter 11, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin walked with Obi-Wan to the shuttle he would take to Cato Neimoidia. Anakin gave Obi-Wan an encrypted communicator to reach Anakin in case there is an emergency, as Obi-Wan is not supposed to communicate with the Jedi Council or Coruscant once he arrives on Cato Neimoidia. Chapter 12, Anakin Skywalker. Padme had given Anakin info on Neimoidian culture and negotiation practices to pass along to Obi-Wan, which Anakin did, not mentioning where he got the info. Chapter 13, Rug Quarnum. Rug and Katar were on guard duty. They overheard a conversation between Aluv Eam, the Minister of Defense, Feldus Spar, a local official, and a mystery person. This mystery person was a female, bald, pale, and had tattoos on her head. She was speaking very anti-Republic and anti-Jedi. She sounded like an ally of Dooku. From the description, she was probably Asajj Ventress, who I have heard of slightly and know from the Star Wars Destiny card and dice game. Chapter 14, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan spoke with Dex on his flight to Canon Neimoidia. Dex said there hasn't been any recent bounty hunter activity on the planet. Dex has told Obi-Wan that an old friend of Obi-Wan's, Satine Kryze, the Duchess of Mandalore, has pledged neutrality in the war, going against the Republic's hopes. Chapter 15, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin spoke to the younglings. He mentioned some of the important people he has learned from: Kitster, his mother, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon. He then fielded questions for a half an hour. Chapter 16, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan has arrived on Canon Neimoidia. When he landed, he was greeted by Em, an Asajj Ventress, who introduced herself, saying Dooku was her master, and he sent her to make sure the Jedi investigation is truthful. Em and Ventress took Obi-Wan on an aerial tour of the damage. Ventress pointed out one of the attack points. It seems like it would have taken military precision for this attack. Chapter 17, Anakin Skywalker. Palpatine and Anakin met. Palpatine is still molding Anakin to his liking. Chapter 18, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan took samples and readings with Em and Ventress observing. They all returned and had a government dinner party. Obi-Wan returned to his room after the party and snuck out again without supervision. He spotted a Neimoidian commando, who then aimed a sniper at him. Obi-Wan drew his lightsaber and put it in a defensive position. Another voice from behind him told him to freeze. Chapter 19, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin was babysitting the younglings who tagged along on their aid mission. He also spoke with Mil Alabeth and gave her advice about the Force. He told her some of the struggles and a time when he broke off from the Force, telling her it is better to delve into the Force and learn to control it rather than cut off from it. Chapter 20, Rug Quarnum. Obi-Wan, Rug, and Katar spoke, deciding that they all want to find the truth behind the attack. They will investigate together during the night. Chapter 21, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin is bringing Mil with him and some clones to the surface to deliver supplies. Chapter 22, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan, Rug, and Katar have wrapped up for the night and went their separate ways. Obi-Wan has found a suspicious bunker. Obi-Wan is going to investigate it before heading back to his room. Chapter 23, Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan has contacted Anakin. Obi-Wan wants Anakin to have Dex run analysis on the data he has collected, as Dex is not affiliated with the Republic. Anakin agreed. While delivering supplies, Anakin has lost track of Mil. Chapter 24, Mil Alabeth. Mil was helping a family with medical and mental aid. Anakin found her and told her she did the right thing. He was glad she had opened up to the Force. Then they began to return to the shuttle. Chapter 25, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The bunker was locked. Obi-Wan waited to sunrise to break in and investigate. He found a datapad with a lot of evidence against the Republic. He needs to get a comm signal to send it to Anakin so Dex can determine its validity. Obi-Wan is able to send the data to Anakin. Obi-Wan met with Rug, and they exchanged details and analysis. He excluded anything about the new datapad and bunker he found. Chapter 26, Asajj Ventress. Asajj brought Katar to the bunker. She has been manipulating him. She wants Katar to bomb the Republic consulate office, which is usually unoccupied because they are normally on another planet. Asajj knows Obi-Wan broke into the bunker. Katar fell for his deception and thought some wildlife had broken through the door. Chapter 27, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin tried contacting Obi-Wan because Dex had found that the data was authentic. When Anakin realized it was not Obi-Wan on the other end, he destroyed the communicator to leave as little evidence to who Obi-Wan had been contacting. Anakin decided to go and try to help Obi-Wan. Mil is going to show Anakin where a transport was on the surface. Chapter 28, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ventress and Katar presented the communicator and data pad which they stole from Obi-Wan's room to Em, Obi-Wan, and many other officials. They have detained Obi-Wan as an enemy of the state. Rug was one of the guards to detain Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan noticed she seemed concerned, though he did not know the root of her concern. Chapter 29, Anakin Skywalker. Mill is joining Anakin to Neimoidia. Anakin knows how stubborn Padawans can be, so he reluctantly agreed to let her join. He is impressed with her spirit and character, especially the growth he has seen her make in their short time together. Chapter 30, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan escaped, killing and injuring no guards, deflecting many shots into the walls. Ventress never pursued Obi-Wan, just following and observing the chase. Rug missed her snipe at Obi-Wan, allowing him to escape. Obi-Wan trusted that Rug wouldn't shoot him. Chapter 31, Rug Quarnum. Rug had missed on purpose. She made the shot close enough that it looked like she tried. Katar was furious that she missed. Rug knows Ventress is manipulating Katar. Rug wants to find Obi-Wan before the guards or Ventress do. Chapter 32, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan hid his lightsaber, then let himself get caught by Rug. Both Rug and Ventress told Katar to stand down and not shoot Obi-Wan, as he was a prisoner and would stand trial. Rug and Obi-Wan exchanged words. Rug will try to help Obi-Wan best she can. Ventress was impressed with Obi-Wan's skills. Chapter 33, Anakin Skywalker. Mace Windu contacted Anakin wanting to know his destination. Anakin did not tell him, hanging up by pretending to have bad signal. Anakin then muted the incoming transmissions. Chapter 34, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan sat in his cell contemplating his next move and what he would say during his trial. He also wished Anakin was here to help in some way. Chapter 35, Asajj Ventress. Ventress is successfully manipulating Katar. She is trying to convince him to use the explosives. Chapter 36, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin and Mill have arrived on Neimoidia. They are wearing normal civilian clothes. Anakin saw Obi-Wan's chase on the local news station. R2-D2 has scanned the area and found a bomb. They went to the location of the bomb. On the way there, R2-D2 discovered 2 more bombs. Anakin is going to start defusing the bombs, while R2-D2 scans for more. Chapter 37, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Rug visited Obi-Wan, presenting evidence that the Separatists are also responsible for the attack. This does not clear the Republic, as Obi-Wan's data pad is also accurate. It shows that someone has gotten both sides to attack Neimoidia. Either that, or someone is framing both sides to make it look like both sides did. Either way, there is someone pulling strings in both the Separatists and the Republic, and I bet there is no way that that could be Palpatine. Chapter 38, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin, Mill, and R2-D2 disarmed 7 bombs, all in viewing distance of Obi-Wan's trial. They then rested for the night. Chapter 39, Mill Alabeth. Mill and Anakin watched the introduction to the trial. Then they separated to find good escape routes. Mill found that an infirmary was not being guarded. She is going to check others to see if there are guards at any infirmary. If there are no guards at the infirmaries, any path with an infirmary could be good for an escape. Chapter 40, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Lot Dodd, Minister Eam, and Obi-Wan gave opening statements. Then Obi-Wan presented his evidence. Then Katar came out to dispute some of Obi-Wan's findings, telling a tale of his parents being disrespected by Republic officials while on Coruscant, an emotional appeal to the crowd and officials that all Neimoidians would be familiar with, as the Republic has a long-standing history of disrespecting and belittling Neimoidians. His story ended with his parents being killed by pirates while visiting Republic territory. Ventress was hidden amongst the crowd. She force-choked a guard after Obi-Wan was found guilty. Katar blamed Obi-Wan, saying he had poisoned the guard. Obi-Wan attempted to draw his lightsaber to him through the Force from the tower above the square, but something went wrong. Chapter 41, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin leaped into the square to deflect bullets hitting Obi-Wan. He also blocked Obi-Wan's lightsaber in the process, later kicking it toward him. They escaped the square together. They are now looking for Mill, Rug, a way to get the Separatist proof from the Neimoidian archives, and a way out. Chapter 42, Rug Quarnum. Rug viewed the trial and the Jedi's escape perched on the top of the tower. She saw the Jedi abilities in full force and realized how easy Obi-Wan had been going the first time he was chased. Rug shot at a seeker droid pursuing Obi-Wan and Anakin to aid in their escape. Chapter 43, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Rugg destroyed a couple Seekers and battle droids, helping Obi-Wan and Anakin rendezvous with Mill and R2-D2. They took a path through an unguarded infirmary. On their journey, Obi-Wan told Anakin about Rugg and the information they had discovered. Anakin told Obi-Wan of the 7 bombs they disarmed. Chapter 44, Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan has met Mill. He was shocked that Anakin brought a youngling, but has trusted Anakin's judgment. Obi-Wan is also impressed by Mill's ability. Mill and R2-D2 have come up with a path to their ship with low-guard patrols. R2-D2 has adapted that path to also include the governmental data center. Mill stopped in pain, feeling someone full of anger and rage close by. R2-D2 did a sweep of the area, finding another bomb. Obi-Wan removed the bomb from the wall. As Anakin went to disarm it, a voice told him to step away from the bomb. It was Katar. Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Katar spoke for a while. Katar revealed that he did not care about the truth and he wants the Neimoidians to join Dooku against the Republic. As Katar was about to ignite the bomb, a crack came from above. Chapter 45, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Rugg shot the detonator out of Katar's hand, then shooting his leg so he fell to the ground. She tried to reason with him, but he was fully manipulated by Ventress. Katar called Rugg a traitor. Rugg knocked him out and put him in handcuffs and brought him to the infirmary. Rugg is going to use a small portion of the bomb as a distraction to let Obi-Wan get into the governmental data center. Chapter 46, Anakin Skywalker. Rugg helped Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mill, and R2-D2 break into the data center secretly. R2-D2 has downloaded the evidence against the Separatists. Transmissions to Coruscant have been blocked, so Anakin had R2-D2 send the files to Padme's ship. Chapter 47, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin contacted Padme. Obi-Wan could sense their passion for each other. Padme and Anakin let formalities slip occasionally. R2-D2 was able to send the data to C-3PO. C-3PO will send the data to the Jedi Council. Rugg and Obi-Wan are going to duel for the security cameras to make it look like Rugg tried to capture him. Chapter 48, Anakin Skywalker. Ventress ambushed Anakin, Mill, and R2-D2 on their way back to the ship. Ventress and Anakin dueled. Ventress has 2 lightsabers. She knocked Anakin down at one point and tried to kidnap Mill. Obi-Wan arrived as this was happening and helped Anakin get Mill back. Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mill, and R2-D2 boarded their ship and left Neimoidia. Ventress was not able to pursue them because her ship was damaged by Obi-Wan. Chapter 49, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan and Anakin called Padme once they were in hyperspace. She has delivered the data and is preparing to inform Palpatine. Obi-Wan contacted the Jedi Council, informing them of all that had gone on Neimoidia. Satine Kryze is leading a Council of Neutral Systems, a group of planets not participating in the war. She urged other planets to join in peace during a press conference. Chapter 50, Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan went to speak with Yoda, who met them when they arrived on Coruscant. Anakin gave Mill more advice about the Force. They both meditated. After their meditation, Mill told Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin that she can feel the Force and does not want to become a Jedi Knight. Chapter 51, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mill explained how she felt the Force to the trio of Jedi. Chapter 52, Anakin Skywalker. Palpatine announced to the Senate that the Jedi would be fully incorporated into the Army of the Republic. Obi-Wan has been given a permanent position on the Jedi Council after his actions on Neimoidia. Chapter 53, Mill Alabeth. Mill is now learning from Master Nema and will be helping heal wounded Jedi. Chapter 54, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan received a datapad from Commander Cody and said he looks forward to working with him more. Epilogue, Rugg Quarnum. Rugg had escaped while being transported. The Trade Federation sent 100 battle droids to hunt her down. Obi-Wan and Anakin destroyed the droids and rescued Rugg. That is all I have for Brotherhood. This was an enjoyable book. Again, I don't think the person at the beginning of the chapter was necessary. Some chapters, the important information wasn't even about them, so that was kind of odd. But overall, I did like the story. It was cool seeing the Neimoidians more and actually giving them personality outside of just the Trade Federation. So I think they did that really well. Anything with an Obi-Wan Anakin combo is going to be fun. Was not my favorite book I've ever read from the Star Wars universe, but it was good and enjoyable. And I believe it's the last one before being able to watch the Clone Wars. So that is exciting. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.